Difficult. Women.
Hey.
Hi.
Whoa. How are you? Whoa,
We did it. We did it. You guys, I wish you could have just been with us on this fun little adventure in the computers.
What a journey, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I got a new computer and we just went on a ski lift.
Through Zoom. We'll share with you one day. You'll see it. But
that's right. That'll be a
neat.
Patreon exclusive.
Yeah. You can see us on a fake ski lift.
Yeah. It's worth the $5 a month to see us in the sky in a virtual background. I'm Marie.
I'm Katy, and this is the Difficult Women Podcast. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening. Oh, I am so excited about this episode. I have to say something, though. Last week's episode about our anonymous friend who was dating a person with a child, I got so many messages from friends saying that they listened and that it was such a great episode. And, you know, I just want to shout out to our anonymous friend. Thank you.
I thought you were about to blow up her spot.
Oh, yeah, that'd be amazing.
To think. Yeah, no, what a great episode. And I think something that lots of people are thinking about.
Yes. And so I think people should stay tuned because in a couple weeks, we're going to have a dad on and talk to him about what it's like dating.
What he thinks.
Yeah. So we had a single woman who was dating a man with a child. Now we're going to get a man with a child. What a concept.
Then we'll get a man child on this podcast. That's a different episode.
And then we'll date him and we'll fight over him and it'll be great.
Yeah,
because we love man
God.
child. Anyway.
But speaking of messages and things, we also got some responses this past couple weeks about another episode we had done on circumcision. We're still getting buzz around that one. And we just wanted to share these two. It's so crazy that we got these two messages around the same time, different perspectives. The person, we won't say their names, but they have the same name, which was so strange. I was like, am I getting punked? Like, what's happening? But it's definitely two different people. It's just how the universe manifests things, I suppose. So I'd love to just read these emails for you. Here was the first one that we received. And this gentleman says, hello, I've listened to the first episode and appreciate you having this conversation and trying to educate others on the choice. By the way, we had two circumcision episodes because it has been such a hot topic. So they listened to the first one. And he says, I was circumcised shortly after birth. As I developed through puberty and learned of circumcision, I was not happy with the decision chosen for me. I'm now in the process of foreskin restoration. If you are unfamiliar with the term, it is developing new skin through various techniques to create a new foreskin that protects the glands and glides like it should. For obvious reasons, it can never be the same as what was cut away at birth 27 years ago, but it's a major improvement functionally and sexually. I'm not done, but from my experience, what I have gained so far is a dramatic difference and greater enjoyment than ever before, than before I had started. I'm open to conversation if you'd like to learn more. What an interesting concept that we did not talk about, which was the reconstructive surgery. Did we talk about the reconstructive surgery?
I don't think so. I don't
think I was aware that you could do that.
Right. No, that's amazing. I mean, go science. And also, like, if that is increasing your pleasure sexually, that's amazing.
Yes.
That's number one, I would say. Feeling comfortable with your own body and then being able to pleasure
but
yourself.
Also that this person was very unhappy with the choice that was made for him as a baby, which was part of what we talked about. And again, another vote for not circumcising your baby. Mm-hmm. Then around the same time, we got another email, which from a different perspective, but it's super interesting. And I'm just going to read through this real quick for y'all because, different perspective. He says, so I'll do my best to describe everything that matters here. I was born premature, and I'm the only one in the family that was left uncircumcised that I'm aware of. When I'm relaxed, you can 100% tell that I'm uncircumcised, but when I'm excited, the skin peels back and I look pretty natural, quote unquote. No skin touches my head, and during the act, I all but look circumcised. From an early age, I was reminded of this difference. I had aunts and cousins who would taunt me saying things like, I would have just had him circumcised, or any variation of those insults. This difference did not shine through significantly until about high school. I decided to join the wrestling team, and we were not allowed to wear anything underneath our singlets, so the audience could basically see everything. Our assistant wrestling coach was a female, and she lovingly referred to me as the quote-unquote anteater on the team because she could directly see that I was uncircumcised. Literally everyone else on the team, you could see the pronounced rim of their circumcised penis through the material. The only girlfriend I had in high school made it a point to ridicule me for being uncircumcised. The only sexual activity we experienced was hand jobs, and she would aggressively peel back my foreskin during the act, and she made me feel lesser for having it. When I made it to college, I was again ostracized for having my foreskin. Sexual activity was awkward, and every female whom I was intimate with made a point to mention my intact status. He also had a very awkward encounter with a girlfriend and her mother, which I guess she had told her mother about some of these. Some of these I just feel like are private, so I don't want to go into too much of this. But then he hit a growth spurt around age 20 and went from 5'9" to 6'2" and continued to grow. And this also affected my penis. As I experienced stretch marks behind my head, I began to tear the frenulum as well. I remember during sex with a girlfriend, I tore it and it began bleeding significantly. It was so much she thought she was on her period. I withdrew my penis from her and blood was coming out, and it didn't stop, and that was the beginning of his problems, mostly due to him being uncircumcised. I've considered getting circumcised since I understood what it was, but I do not endorse routine infant circumcision. I don't want to take away the choice of a human being to remain intact or circumcised. I do understand in my experience, most women here in the U.S. enjoy a circumcised penis. They like the bare head and the flared glands. Or honestly, I think it's just we're used to it. I still think about getting circumcised, and my doctor endorses the procedure, especially given my history. If you have any questions, please ask. Thank you so much for sharing that story, because these are, again, the things that as women, we do not know anything about. We don't know what kinds of things you can go through either way. But I also appreciate that he said he doesn't necessarily endorse circumcision, but in his case, it is something that he kind of wishes maybe that he had. I also think that, we mentioned this in the pod before, but the problems aren't necessarily just he's clearly having some medical issues with his not being circumcised, but a bigger issue, a lot of the trauma that he had amongst the conversations with women, other things like that. That's a societal problem,
right? Yeah,
mm-hmm. And that's a United States problem specifically, as we learned, because we have more circumcisions here than
right, than most places.
In Europe or something, yeah.
Fuck that teacher, too.
Oh, my God.
That is so, hopefully she'd get fired nowadays. You can't do that. You can't say that. You just cannot.
I think this is also a really great example of how men can also go through sexual trauma and sexual harassment. And we just don't talk about it, and we don't really allow it to be a thing, or we underplay it. And that's not okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So thank you both for writing in. I think that this has just been a continuing conversation. Maybe we'll have to do a part 3. Who knows?
Never know.
But it's definitely been one of the hottest topics we've discussed. And again, we do not have children and penises to decide for at the moment, but we appreciate everybody sharing their opinions and who knows?
And letting us know, because as we say, we don't know. We just Google stuff, so we don't know what we're doing. But we love to bring it up in conversations so we can start talking about this stuff.
And we both really enjoy any kind of penis, shape, size, color, girth, whatever. We love them all. Thank you.
It's the motion in the ocean.
That's right. It truly is. All right. Okay.
Speaking of loving penis.
Oh my God. We love penis.
I'm excited about this episode because on this episode, we are just fully objectifying men. That is the theme of the episode.
I love it. I love to objectify men because you know why? We've been objectified. And you know what? If we were going to really have true equality, let's objectify us all.
Let's do it.
Oh my God. Okay. So this week's episode is about the sexiest man alive, Paul Rudd. Paul fucking Rudd.
Well, it's not just about Paul Rudd, but it's about...
Well, it's going to start this
who should be
fight,
the sexiest
this
man
debate,
alive.
This...
Yes.
So wait, okay. So it starts with Paul Rudd. Did you have any idea that we would be transported back into time that Paul Rudd would be winning Sexiest Man Alive?
I mean, look, there's a million reasons why he's maybe not the best choice. One of the reasons why I think he's great choice is that he's older, though. Is that he's not just like, and then he's a little bit more of like chill dude vibes, chill dude dad vibes, and less like fuckboy vibes. Less fuckboy.
That's true.
More
That's good.
chill dad
That's
dude.
Good. They could have gone Timothy Chalamet, whatever his name is.
I mean, he's also lovely. No? Is he a fuckboy? I don't know anything about him.
He seems like a fuckboy to me. Pretty beautiful.
He's very beautiful.
Yes. He's cute. My mom was like, I don't care.
I don't know I don't know if I'm attracted to him, but he's very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Right.
Yes, I agree. But yes, so Paul Rudd, I have to say, I broke my VHS tape of Clueless because I remember the very end, their French kiss. And like you can see his tongue going into her mouth at the very
clearly
end.
You remember this more clear.
Well, because that's how I broke my VHS tape, because I was like, whoa, what is that? Oh, that's a French kiss. And so I studied it very closely. I think I lost some eyesight.
You have a lot to thank Paul Rudd for.
Yeah, because I would watch it, I would stop it, rewind it, and then watch it again, and rewind and watch, and then I broke it, and then I was like, damn it, I'll never know how to French kiss, and I still don't. I'm just kidding.
And if any gentleman has ever had a complaint, they can go back and watch Clueless and see where it all went wrong.
That's right.
I'm sure that no gentleman has ever had a complaint, though. I would be shocked.
Thank you.
But Paul Rudd, I mean, I don't know. I hear what you're saying. That there's a lot of directions we could have gone with this list instead of good old classic Paul Rudd. I'm sure there's many gentlemen that are annoyed by that as well, that Mr. Paul Rudd got that nomination. Yeah. You know, it reminds me too of like how men get so mad about Emily Blunt's husband.
Oh, John Krasinski?
Yeah, that they're like, that guy. It's like, well, he's kind of seems like a nice guy. I don't know. He seems to be really nice to her.
Paul Rudd definitely, I mean, he's been working forever. And
he's been married to his wife for like a million years.
I know.
Which is honestly like, I'm not into breaking up any marriage, let alone that one. I love that he's like happily married to this woman. I mean, I hope they're happily married. They're married. I don't know. I can't tell you.
I ran into Paul a couple years ago at Chelsea Market in New York City.
What'd he say?
He was with his child, who was like 5 years old, the blonde hair, cute little glasses. I was like, your baby has glasses. I think I did say, your baby has glasses to Paul Rudd.
He was like, yep.
And there was another time I was working my hotel job. We walked, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but I am. It doesn't matter.
Who cares?
I walked in and brought him some breakfast. He was getting a haircut. He was so fucking hot.
See?
He's very sexy. Very sweet, very sexy. You know, I get it. However, he has a new show on Apple TV that just came out yesterday with Will Ferrell.
Oh, I heard about this.
I can't remember what it's called. Google it.
Something about therapy.
Yes. I watched one episode last night. It was very funny. But it's like, how much is this stuff is like connected to publicists and like who owns People Magazine and who owns Apple, and like, you know, we need a push, so like let's give them the sexiest man. Like, all this shit is just bullshit. You guys, we all know this.
Such bullshit. Do you know that today I just sent you this? I don't know if you saw it yet, but on like I do follow some of these like workout lady apps and stuff, and these women that are like,
you sent me
they're
this.
like
yes,
beasts
I watched it
in like the best way, like beasts. Like we used to say that in high school, but when we say beast, it's a good thing. It's like you're strong and powerful woman, you know? And these women are like beasts in the best way. But like there's this one woman that I follow, and this other girl called her out, and her body's insane. I mean, it's insane no matter how you look at it. She clearly works out a lot. She works really hard, and we cannot take that away from her. But her ass is like huge. It's like really perfect and round and huge. And then this girl posts this video of her. She's putting in butt pads before the photo shoot.
I did see this video you sent me, and I was like, I didn't even know her butt looks incredible with those butt pads.
And it looked great without them. But like putting them in, especially as like a workout person, Sorry, now I'm off the topic of Sexiest Man Alive. I forgot how I got here, but butt pads. Anyway, so everything is fake. Everything is a lie. We're being lied to. Nothing is real. That's the whole point.
But I just feel a little duped.
I bet you're right.
I feel a little duped that Paul Rudd just came out of nowhere and they were like, he's the sexiest, because there's been some sexy motherfuckers up in my, TV and Instagram. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I've been influenced by these sexy guys. So I think we should duke it out and come up with the difficult women
sexiest man alive. Well, we'll come up with 10, or we can come up with one. But
I think we should fight for the
number one spot.
We might agree.
Ooh, I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, what's your first one? I'm so curious.
Well, are we gonna go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
We'll duke it out.
Well, my number one right now, I can't help it. It's not necessarily. No, I feel good about it. I'll fight for him. It's Jason Momoa. It's Jason Momoa. I just love him. I said something at where I was directing the scene at work the other day, and my boss overheard me talking about I was like, do you have a crush on anyone? Is there anyone? I was like, for me, it's Jason Momoa. And my boss was like, Jason Momoa. And I was like, yes, I would die for that man. But no, just
wait,
kidding.
is he your number one or number 5?
So
are we
that's
working
the
up
thing.
To one?
He's my number one. I'm kind of going. I don't have an order beyond that. Everything else is lumped in. So he's my number one.
Okay,
and I tell you,
great.
he's not only is he he's not a great actor. That's okay. I can get over that. I do like a man that's talented, but it's okay. He's talented in other ways. He's very handsome. I mean, his look is I love a good long-haired man bun man. He's very muscular, out of a a romance novel. I'm all about it. So into it. And then he also just seems to be so in love with his wife, and he's got kids, and he's and I did hear that they have an open marriage. So there's a chance for me. At least for a one-night thing.
Jason Momoa is actually on my list too.
I kind of knew it would be. He's
number 3 though.
Okay.
Number 3. I put him as number 3. I honestly I'm not a mountain climber. I don't rock climb. I want to climb that man's body and straddle his face and sit there for a while. I've never wanted to mount something harder. I mean, Jason Momoa.
TMI, is that what this is called? TMI?
Too much information.
He's in my spank bank. I mean, he is, and I don't do that. I don't think in those terms much, but he is someone that I think about a lot. I think about him a lot.
I don't spank to Paul Rudd.
I don't. I used to. No, it's true.
And I also didn't know really how to. I was humping a beanbag chair while watching that.
You do some tongue action and think about it.
Yeah. I used to masturbate. Oh, this is TMI. Whoa. Okay. David Duchovny.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, my God.
Interesting.
I was obsessed with him.
Interesting.
Because he was a sex addict in that Californication show. I love that show.
Yes, he's great in that show. But
anyway,
that was
he didn't make my list, though.
No, yes.
Maybe a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so
who's
Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
Well, should I just say number one?
You say we're going, or if you want to work backwards, that's fine. I'm a chaotic.
Well,
I'm chaos over here.
I'm going to work towards my one because I do want to start. Okay, number 5, sexiest man alive.
Yes.
Lil Nas X.
Oh yeah,
I think he is so. I wouldn't fuck him personally.
I don't think he'd fuck you either. But that's only
I don't think so.
Not because of you.
But I would go to a sex party with him, and we'd be like, "All right, bring it." We'd have a secret handshake, and then we'd go up in there and conquer all. But I think he is so attractive. I think what he does and what he represents is so sexy. That music video of the 2 men in the shower and the football, oh my God, so freaking sexy.
Also,
so
that brings up a good
5.
point of just he just owns himself.
He knows his sexuality, and he's unapologetic of he's confident. His body is sick. His dancing, his singing, he's funny. He's so, I don't know. I love him. I think he's great. I love his music. Number 5.
I used to have a thing. It makes me think of. I used to have a thing for Alan Cumming.
Oh yeah,
and he to me was very sexy in a way. I don't know if he's bisexual or gay. Maybe he's just gay, not just gay, but he was somebody that I was kind of very aware wasn't for me, but I was still very turned on by his like androgynous sort of vibes and things, you know.
That's how I'm
And just
very
owns
attracted
it.
to that.
And just owns it. And David Bowie, the whole David Bowie thing.
Yes. Oh,
you know,
David
just
Bowie.
like
not on my
own-
list, but he should be.
Don't be
I mean,
afraid.
he's
Well,
dead,
that
but yes.
that actually, yeah. Well, that
we could have a dead list. What corpses?
I was thinking
would
about that. There was people that
lay
were
with.
dead that I wanted to put on my list. I was like, no, we're going to go with alive. But if you have a
Yes,
dead
that's
one,
good.
that's fine. Here's another one. Again, no particular order on my end
Okay.
per se, because I just am open to any of them if they want to call me and hit me up. This one is a basic bitch one that I'm a little bit
Oh my god!
I
I
feel
bet we have
a
the same
small
one.
amount of shame about it, but I do really, I can't help it. I can't help
Say
it.
Okay.
Harry Styles. Is he on your list too?
No.
Oh.
No fucking way. Are you kidding me?
He's
If I'm starting to get wet and I need to stop, I think of Harry Styles.
really? Why?
No. I would break him.
Oh, yeah, you
I would
probably
destroy him.
I love he like taps in to the like, he's the only one on my list I would say that like taps into the old school like middle school crush, like who that little child was, you know? Like I loved Leonardo DiCaprio as a kid.
Oh,
that pretty little
yes.
girly boy. I loved it. And one thing I like about Harry Styles, and I cannot help that I think he's like so cute. I can't, he's like, I would never, he could never, we would never, it's never going to be a thing. I don't care. We are never, ever getting back together. But
Never, ever.
I do like that he has been doing this like, cross-dressing thing or that he's wearing, I shouldn't call it cross-dressing, he's just
Fluid.
like he's very
Yeah.
gender fluid, and I do appreciate that like at this juncture that he's confident in that way, and and I like that. I don't know, and again, he is guilty pleasure.
That's why I was mad about Paul Rudd, because like he's just so traditional. Can we just get a man in a dress, please? Like I love that.
I mean,
I love it. I just think it's confidence in a way that I think this next generation. I can't wait. I don't know. I think it's cool where we're headed.
Actually, and we were just saying this about the like androgynous thing, but there is something too I think about, and maybe it's the same thing, gender fluid and androgyny. I don't know, but like I think it's also hot. What is hot? It's just, I don't know. It's just really hot. I don't know. I guess confidence. I don't know. I was going to go somewhere with this and then I lost it. I wasn't sure. I started thinking about Harry Styles and then I went, where am I? How did I get here? Just fully out.
Oh, all right.
So,
My next one is
not sorry about that one. I know. I got
that's
it out
a
of the
good
way
one.
early because I know.
Well, it's funny because I feel like my next one is very similar to like the basic bitch in me that I just have to go for. I thought maybe you were going to say this too, but Ryan Reynolds.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
so
Sure.
hot. He's
Sure.
so funny. I just want to have sex with him.
Yeah, sure.
I just
get
want to
it.
bone him.
I get it.
And then like we laugh in the morning and I'm like, oh no, are you going to tell Blake Lively? Or is she going to come over? Is she going to pop out somewhere? That'd be fun too.
I mean,
I would totally.
Why
I
not?
Would do
Yeah,
that.
2 for
I would
1.
be invited to. Yeah.
There you go.
I think he's so.
Ryan Reynolds, I
Thank you.
fully get that. I fully get it,
Oh,
Ryan
he's so
Reynolds.
cute.
I'm
So cute.
not these blonde guys. I don't know. I think it's like a I don't know if I should say this. I'm just gonna say it. I've sort of been thinking about how do I make this into a joke that's like PC, but it's not PC. It's just the truth. I am a little bit inbred. Like your
skin is clear.
I'm basically translucent, very blonde, all that. And there was I don't know if I've said this on the pod before, and I may have, but this is a true story. When I was in high school, I was going through like a photo album of like old pictures and going like, who's that? Who's that? My mom was saying who these ancestors were. And there was this one picture we came across, and I was like, who's that? And she's like, that's General Putnam. He was your great grandfather on my side, and he was your great grandfather on your dad's side. And I was like, oh, cool. I was like, wait a minute.
Why?
So my family trees a circle, starts with General Putnam and ends with me.
So every blonde person you see, you're
so
like,
I
brother?
think that my body,
Cousin?
and I have dated some blonde people. I'm not trying to discriminate. I totally get it. But I do think generally it isn't my preference, except for Leonardo DiCaprio. But I think my body like rejects it because they're like, don't have a Cyclops baby. Don't have a Cyclops baby. Just pull it together. If that was very un-PC, I'm so sorry. I just can't. I've been thinking about it for
You're
a long time.
just working on a joke there, and it's good.
And I've been thinking about it
once
for
you get
a
there.
long time. It's a real thing. Anyway.
Oh my God, that's
so
so funny.
Ryan Reynolds is great. He's just not on my list.
Yeah.
That was a long way of saying cool. But if he wanted to hit me up, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't kick him out of bed either. I'm not going to lie.
Well, like I said, 3 for me was Jason Momoa.
Great. Okay, right. Okay.
Who's your next?
So, my next person is one that will not surprise you at all.
Pee Wee Herman.
No, I'm actually not attracted to Pee Wee Herman. I kind of wish I was.
Neither.
I kind of wish I was.
I mean,
I love him. Don't get me wrong.
I was attracted to Chris Farley, though. I love a big, fat,
Chris
funny
Farley
man.
is hot. Yeah.
Sorry, that's not PC.
No,
but,
I know. This is not the PC episode. I'm sorry. This is like
cancel us.
I love a good. I mean, Jack Black. I had such a big crush on Jack Black for so long.
Oh my God.
Yes, I love it. But in the same vein, Jermaine Clement from Flight of the Conchords.
Oh,
I can't get over it. I cannot shake that crush. I can't shake it. I love him. He's so I love everything about him. I love, again, what's attractive about him. He's funny, right? But also physically, I'm just incredibly attracted to him. He's kind of dry and like stoic and whatever, but he's so silly. I love a good like dry humor guy that's actually very silly.
Yes, I
agree.
agree.
Someone you don't expect to be silly,
playful.
but then is and so smart and silly. And also, I just think incredibly hot. Just very. He's another one that has been in and out of my spank bank.
Well, I didn't put him on here, but you're making me think of Jason Segel, who I was obsessed with. Oh my God, you guys! I wrote him a love letter. I sent it to his manager. He never wrote me back.
What the fuck?
If anybody knows Jason Segel, tell him. In my letter, I said, if you come to New York City, I will take you to this bar that for every pint of beer you get a free pizza.
Oh, Alligator Lounge.
Yeah, it's like one of that.
Yeah.
I was like, well, then we could go to Improv at UCB. Like, it was the silliest.
Out of all the bars in New York City, you were going to take him to this shitty. I don't know if y'all have been there, but they do. It's true. Or they used to. I don't know about now.
I was obsessed with that place.
They used to give you a free pizza.
Free pizza
for every
and then diarrhea for days.
And it was maybe the worst pizza I've ever had in my entire life.
I know, and I would just eat it all the time. It was
fun when you're young.
Anyway,
you're like, it's exciting.
Jason, call me. He's not on my list though. He's not on my list.
6 Degrees of Separation though, because he was in the Muppet movie where the music was written by Brett McKenzie, who's also in Flight of Conchords, and he's basically bestie, our relationship to each other, to Jermaine Clement. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Jermaine, please. He's also happily married. I think that I have a type. Hot and married.
Taken. I love you when you're
exactly.
taken. Great.
Man. But that's also amazing. not trying to break anything up. I really am not.
No. He did tweet at us some advice for when we went to Edinburgh Fringe Festival. I thought both of our brains were going to explode because it was just so nice.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I think I blacked out because
I know. I was like, oh my God, Jermaine Clement just texted our phones, tweeted back. Same thing.
I also was in a very, very small, insignificant role, but I was in a very small part in Men in Black 3, and he was in Men in Black 3. And I always thought, like, is there a chance we can meet? Because we're cast members, but I mean, my part would never get.
Well, I was in Flight of the Conchords. I spent a whole day with him.
You guys,
he sat a foot away from me, and then they cut my face off in the editing.
Right, that's so sad.
I told everybody I was in this new HBO show, and then they cut me out. It's so fun being an actor.
No joke.
Anyway, it's still on my resume. Fuck it.
Whatever. I mean, you were in it. You did it.
Yeah,
I did it. Directed by those people. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my number. Whatever we're up to.
Okay, my next one is and honestly, like, don't know him as person at all. It's just visually, maybe my perfect person. Just physically, when I close my eyes, I see this man as perfection. Reggae Jean Page. He's the guy in Bridgerton.
Oh, I knew he'd be on your list. Yes. He's very cute.
He is so hot. He is so... And that accent... Just imagine what he could do with that tongue. You know, like, I just love...
No idea. His accents... If accents determine that, then I don't know. what Americans
He just
can
can do things with his tongue that us Americans don't know how to do, I think. I don't know. I'm just generalizing. But God, he's so hot in a cravat. I like a man in a velvet 3-piece suit, and he wears one. Oh, God. He's just, he does it for me.
Yeah, the ball sweat, though, under that suit must be intense.
I would. Yum, yum. Look it up. Who gives a fuck? Gimme.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I love it. I know. So sorry.
No,
he's so hot.
He's hot. He's a hot one. I think that maybe taps into, sometimes we like a little bit of chivalry and traditionalism, as long as it's not oppressing us.
That's right.
So, a little door opening action.
Yeah, I'd probably say, shh, Reggae. No, do not speak.
I thought you liked his accent.
I do, but I would
Like, give him a script.
push him down. Yeah.
Honestly.
He'd be too busy with his mouth, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Oh my God, so hot. Okay,
That's a good one. I knew that'd be on your list. That's a good one.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a left-handed one. Is that a thing? I don't know. What is this?
Are you making a sports reference, Katie?
I'm trying and I'm failing. Right. I'm gonna do a twist on you. Oh.
Okay. All right.
So I was watching this so like a BuzzFeed video or something.
Oh,
and there
tell
was
me
a
more.
man on this video that I was very like, this guy is very hot. I think this man is extremely hot. So I was like Googling, as I do. And I found that this man, his name is Leith Ashley. He's a model and he's a trans man.
Oh.
And he is so fucking hot. He's so fucking hot. And it was like my eyes had been open to the possibilities of that, and I get it. Some people are going to be like, you're late to the game, Katie. And I'll be like, you're right. Maybe I am. But better late than never.
That's right. You're in the outfield now, waiting for the twist.
Yeah. This Leith Ashley, Leith Ashley, Ashley. Google him. He's hot.
Wait, I gotta
He's hot.
spell it
Look
one
him
more
up.
time.
Leith. Everybody take a pause and Google this. Ashley, Ashley.
Okay. Holy
His body is like amazing. He's like so built and
whoa,
I mean,
whoa.
life changing.
Okay.
Life changing.
All right. Oh my Lord. Look at that jawline. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm
Very
on
hot.
board.
Very hot.
Okay. Is that your number one, or are you going back to Jason Momoa?
No, I think Jason Momoa is my one. Sorry, I can't stop. I literally do think about Jason Momoa like 12 times a day. I can't help it. I know I should say, if I was going to be real woke, I'd say something different. But no, it's just Jason Momoa. But but yeah, and I honestly, like, if you're a lady that likes to Google hot men, as I do, just like for fun, just look up lots of hot men. Don't forget about our trans men, because they are fucking
super
hot.
super
Yes.
hot. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
He has that thing, that pelvic thing.
Yeah.
That, like, I don't know what it's called, but I always
like the thing.
I
with
haven't
the
seen one of those in a
arrows
while,
down
'cause
to the penis thing.
I like to date men who drink beer. But
Yeah, right.
I like that.
Exactly. That's why I get it. I follow. Yeah.
I haven't seen one of those since my 20s.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
But
Drum
that's
roll.
on my list. Yes. Tell me.
Drum roll. This is my number one. Number one sexiest man alive in my mind. Trevor Noah, circa pandemic, in his house, wearing a sweatshirt with his hair natural, with just serving me tude and comedy, and just I think he looked like he had a little bit of fur on his face, like a little 5 o'clock shadow stuff. Oh my God. Trevor Noah,
He's very hot.
At the end of the world, like, is the hottest, sexiest man.
And so smart and funny.
So smart and funny. But I was I didn't like him at first because I love Jon Stewart so much. And I was so afraid, like, Trevor Noah coming over and taking over the show and whatever. But Trevor Noah's specials are so funny. And then he really found his footing with The Daily Show.
Yeah.
And he's one of my favorite comedians. I think he's also just so attractive.
I had an issue with him and John Oliver at first. Something rubbed me really wrong about them doing American political stuff.
Oh,
I
interesting.
really didn't like it at first. I was like, I just don't. It feels different or something. But then I was like, don't be such a hater. and I love them both now. I love them both. But it felt like it felt a little like, especially with John Oliver coming from England and being like, oh, Americans. I was like, I get it. We're terrible. I get it. We're terrible. Right. But I think the other thing about it is it's like they're Americans too now. So like they're allowed to like, say what they want.
Right. Oh,
so anyway,
God.
that was but I love Trevor Noah too. He's very, very hot.
So hot. Ugh.
I should have gone backwards because now my list is all over the place.
No, it's good. Do you have more?
Well, here's the problem. I don't follow rules. You can't contain me.
Yeah.
You can't tell me how to do a list.
You can't say pick 5 sexy men.
And then I want to pick 6. That's what happened.
Oh my God. You have one more?
I have 2 more. Well, I have 2 more because I have 2 I haven't said.
So sorry. Let's get there.
No, we flip-flopped. It's all good.
That's right.
2 that I'd like to put up for...
adoption.
Adoption. You want to adopt them? I will
like to
adopt them. I would love either of these men. Number 1 is, and again, not a lot of order for mine except for Jason Momoa, and I mean Jermaine Clement's up there too. But Henry Golding he was in that very bad Christmas movie with he's so also English or British accent.
Yes,
but he's I don't know where.
I was thinking he's Malaysian.
Yeah.
He's in
what is the movie?
Crazy Rich Asians.
He's in Crazy Rich Asians. That's what he's playing best known for. But he's also in that very bad Christmas movie, Last Christmas, which I was so sad about. I really wanted that to be a good movie,
with what's her name?
And I love her. I love her. Very bad movie. But damn, he is so hot.
He came into my hotel too, and I had to like
was
help
he
him
nice
charge. He was lovely.
Oh,
no,
good.
he was lovely. And he has this amazing British accent.
Yes.
Just unbelievable. So proper because he went to finishing school or some fancy school where they taught you
like
how
to me he is like this generation's like Hugh Grant or something, but like better looking, but like more charming, better looking, but like high, very rich feeling. He feels rich. There's something appealing about that.
He feels like a spy. He feels like
yes.
a 007.
Yes, love it. And then the other person I'm a little bit obsessed with, and I'm so upset that this show did not get picked up for a second season, but Jonathan Majors from Lovecraft Country.
Oh, yeah.
He is so, because he also has like, he's so built. Clearly, I also like these like ripped men, but
he's on SNL this weekend.
Oh, really? I don't watch this.
Yeah, Oh, you should actually. It's been pretty good. Okay. But he's on with Taylor Swift. He's hosting.
Oh,
anyway, by the time that this episode comes out, we can all watch Jonathan Majors on SNL.
Well, maybe I'll watch it just to see him because
you and masturbate
so much. Yeah, and then I will masturbate tonight. That'll be perfect.
And I will watch Taylor Swift, and then I'll be there.
And you'll masturbate. It'll be great. No.
Not for Tay Tay, but for her songs.
No, of course.
What
I love about him is he has that like very, very manly quote unquote like our terrible society's concept of manliness, like strong and big and whatever. And I don't know how tall he is, but he seems tall. And then he's got that like boyish, charming not little face, but like charming, like his smile. There's like pictures of him on Google where he's like biting his lip, and you're like, oh my God, please bite my lip.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Now I'm just so horned up.
I know.
We gotta end this thing pretty quickly.
We gotta go.
I got my vibrators charging.
Just kidding. But I think that part of this is it's like you're right about Paul Rudd in that like there's so many hot men. How does one choose? Why are we going? And you're right. Why are we going back to? Although I love Paul Rudd. But that was a safe choice.
Who's the sexiest woman? Do they do that?
I don't know. I feel like it's like
sexiest woman alive.
I feel like it's what's her name from that that
Tiana
model.
Taylor.
She's very hot, but she's like Tiana Taylor is Maxim, sexiest woman alive.
Okay.
She's sexy. She's hot. Her body's amazing.
She's very hot.
Holy
She's
shit.
very hot. Okay. But here's the thing. By naming who's the sexiest.
I mean,
every
they should have
fucking
picked
year-
me. No, just kidding.
Yeah. No, but just like this is like, it's like the video you showed me with like her taking her butt off. It's like, this is all just such a fucking.
Yeah. But I mean, same
know?
with these men. It's all fun and games until someone gets their butt taken off. I don't know.
All right, I'm going to double down then on Jason Momoa because, you know.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
I think we are objectifying
he's Aquaman.
Today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Carl Drogo. No, I did not enjoy the rape scenes on Game of Thrones, but they did end up loving each other.
I did not enjoy them.
No! We're going to get canceled.
That's fine.
He was so hot. Oh, God. So hot. Anyway. I would like to ride his dragon. Okay, all right.
Anyway, we'd love to hear your list of men you think are the sexiest.
Yes,
and if I'd be curious about from heterosexual men who heterosexual men think are the sexiest too, and from everybody. But I really do want to hear from everybody. Any woman out there, any man out there, any of the above.
I was going to say Bill Gates.
No.
He's a great philanthropist. He's done a lot.
No.
But he's not hot.
Not hot.
We need like a
we're talking about
philanthropist.
just fully
celebrity
animal
boy.
drives.
Yes,
Who drives?
true.
There's not a single person on my list that I don't feel animalistically attracted to. That's what we're going for. So just send us your options. Jack Black.
Primal.
Jack Black would be my number 7. You know what I mean? Like I did feel very deep feelings for Jack Black for a while.
Jason Segel too.
Yeah,
Jason. Again, if you're here, if you're out there, I love him. Anyway, this is great.
Yeah,
I really am horny now. Like the horniest I think I've ever. It's great. It's fine.
Get on Tinder and see. Like, no, just kidding.
All right, write us in, guys. Who do you think's hot? Let us know. difficultwomenpodcast@gmail.com.
And if we offended people, write us. Let us know. I don't know.
Yeah, let us know.
Sorry.
Cancel
it's
us.
Fine. It's
don't really have much.
We're doing what we can. I don't have a lot in my life now. I needed this episode. I needed this Google.
I need to Google. Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, good.
All right. Well, goodbye.
Bye. Love you.
Love you.